What do we do? Is it not mixed up enough or what? I don't know.
Spray it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So you just saw us put the rear tub on. It's on, and so far it hasn't fallen off yet. Right now we're going to glue the inner fender on. We're going to use the same panel bond, but we didn't grind all the glue off. We ground it down except for right here where our alignment holes are, where we're going to self-tap the inner fender on. We left those the right height so that the inner fender will be spaced out enough. So we're going to put some glue on those, and then we'll also fill in our self-tapper holes from when we put the rear tub on.
Should we put some up here a little bit?
Just do it with your finger. All right, that went pretty easy. We had this inner fender bolted on with the self-tappers before, and then fit the fender on with the hood, made sure we had it in the right spot. Then to put it back on, we just aligned our self-tappers and put some glue on it, and we're gonna let her sit now. We got 24-hour cure time. We actually had it on the lift to put it on, but as you can see, we just put it back on the ground just because. And we want the glue to dry with the car on the ground. Same thing like we did with the tub. We glued it all together, and once we were done, put the car on the ground so it could dry while weight was on all 4 tires. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna start getting the panels ready to be painted. Gotta finish this door. Actually, the door's almost good to go. We've got it stripped. There's our bumper cover. We got that from GM. Got to prep it, get it ready. We had the glass pulled out of our hatch so we could do a nice job painting. It's got this weather strip that goes in here. Actually, you can see it still in here. Piece where it didn't come out. So we pulled that weather strip out, and we'll be able to get a nice paint job in there, and then we'll buy a new weather strip for that and put the glass back in it. Got just a little bit of body work to do to the fender, a little bit more to do to the quarter panel, and then we'll be painting this thing. So we're gonna get to work, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the paint booth. I mounted the fender back up so we can do some finished body work on it. We've got it roughed in with the Bondo right there. But we're gonna use some of this smart pourable putty, they call it. It's like icing. It's a real thin finishing Bondo, I guess is what you can call it. But we'll put that on here, sand that off, and then I've also got to do some work to that quarter panel where it was broke. We'll use the same stuff on that, and then we should be able to prime these parts.
What do we do? Is it not mixed up enough or what? I don't know.
Spray it. Keep spraying it.
What?
All right, after we cleaned our gun, we used it without cleaning it like a bunch of idiots.
Well, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing, but take two.
Got a little leakage.
Yeah, it was leaking when I was putting lighters in it. Just hit that spot, yeah. Ryan's never painted before. He's doing all right, I think.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Nope, nope. So it's leaking under there. We'll probably stand it up since that's leaking. That way, you're not hanging over. All right, because our cheap gun is leaking, we got a few runs right there. We stood the door up, that way it leaks onto the ground. So what we're trying to do is get a couple coats on here where we did body work, and then coat the whole thing, and then we'll sand it down and see what kind of imperfections we got. All right, guys, we've primed our fender. Our gun drips just a little bit. Stinking Harbor Freight. Primed our door. Primed our quarter. We're gonna wet sand everything, including the rear bumper and the hatch, down with some 600. And then hopefully we're gonna start shooting this thing blue. All right, guys, we're finally gonna paint this thing. We're gonna paint it in pieces. I got the quarter back here, got a few parts in the back of the truck, and then Ryan's got the rest of the parts in his truck. We're actually heading to my grandpa's house. He's got a paint booth. He's got a nice exhaust fan and stuff like that. So it'll be better to paint the parts there than at the car lot where we've been working on all this stuff. So we're on our way there now, and hopefully here in a little bit we'll have some paint on these parts. So we'll see you when we get there. Well guys, here's my first paint job. Just shot the clear on. You can't see it. That little line right there in the light. Yeah, I knocked the lid of the paint gun off on it. That, and then I'll show you my run on the door. Hand-eye coordination wasn't working. The rest of it looks good. Bumper cover's looking nice. We got 3 coats of clear on it. The hatch does have some dirt on it, but it'll all come out. Then here's where I working like an idiot. You really can't even tell on the camera. I wanted to go back and restart, so my hand stopped moving and I didn't pull off the trigger and just laid it on there. She's looking pretty good. So we're gonna get these parts back to the car lot and west sand and buff them and throw them on. All right guys, we're back at the lot. We got everything painted and hopefully we'll be putting this stuff on pretty soon. So that'll wrap it up for this video and we'll see you on the next.